Right on, everybody. Well, I'm back. I tried looking around on the internet for an exorcist in my local area, but there doesn't seem to be any of them that are actually available. Because I'm pretty sure this thing is possessed by some kind of evil spirit, possibly the devil. Anyway, I've been trying to paint this thing for a long freaking time, and every day it's just something different. So I gave it a week off, and this is about the third or fourth coat of black paint. It's still going to need some wet sanding. All this up through here is just nasty looking. Same up through here around the corners. Doesn't seem to be any runs or anything. It's just not really coming out looking very good. So I'm going to take this thing down and give me some 800 grit sandpaper and do a little wet sanding. See if I can get this thing to look a little better, and then see where we go from there. I'll be back. Right on. It is. It's done. I'm done with the sanding part anyway. Came out pretty nice. It's all matte finished. That means everything's been touched by the sandpaper. It should be all level. So up next, since I've already done the surface prep on there, I'm just going to go around the edges one more time, make sure the tape is all good, and yeah, I'll be spraying some cherry pie here in a couple of minutes. I'll be back when I get the first pass done. Right on. There's the first pass. Came out not so bad. Now that the underlaying, foundation was smoother than it was before. Everything seems to be looking okay. I got a couple more minutes left on the flash time, and then I'll throw on another one or two or three or four more coats whenever it gets to looking like it needs to be looking. So I'll be back. So check this out. I tossed, after about that second, or it must have been the second coat of candy, I grabbed a couple of pinchfuls of some red flake to throw on top of there. It's going to give it a little cool accent, and then in just about 2.5 more minutes, I'll be spraying some more candy on top of that. I think it's going to look really freaking cool. So I'll be back. Right on. I just got done shooting the. Hang on a sec. I just got done shooting the candy, and over the little sprinkle of flake I put on there, and man, it looks pretty fucking cool. So I still got enough for about 2 or 3 more coats of paint on here, and that'll really build up the depth and everything. I think it's gonna look pretty sick. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. I don't know what's wrong with me. So as this last coat was drying, I was going through some of my other flakes, and I decided that what the hell. So I threw on a little one that's called Acid Trip, which I think is appropriate. So that is going to be topped off with more candy, and then the whole thing will be cleared. So that's the plan anyway, and you know how plans go with this thing. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Right on. I'll be back. Right on. Well, that's all the red paint I got left. So that's going to be what it looks like. I mean, once the clear goes on there, it's going to like transform this thing. But it is going to, I think it's going to look pretty freaking awesome. So what I used in there was some red flake on the first red that you saw in there. That was called Rothragious Red. Of course, that was from the same people that I got all the paint from. And then Acid Trip was the top flake, and that's a kind of a holographic, silvery kind of looking flake. It casts off some different colors depending on the color going on. If this thing is under some stage lights or some, getting some studio pictures of it, it's gonna look pretty freaking awesome. And so other than that, I'm just gonna let this thing dry out for a couple of days. It's like Friday the 14th, I think it is. So what I'll do is let this thing do its stuff for a couple of days, and maybe on Sunday when I get home from work, I'll come out here and do a little bit of scuffing on this stuff and scrape the binding off if it's ready. So right on. I'll be back later. Well, for the hell of it, I went ahead and pulled the tape and the paper off, and for the most part, it did a pretty good job for helping me out with lessening my scraping amount that I'll have to do. Right there, it kind of ran through. It wasn't so good. And oh, there's a little bit of paper towel left. No, that's glue from the tape. Or tape, whatever. Something blue is left there. That's what's going on there.
Tacoma has been listed as one of the best places in the U.S. to live. Bankrate.com study ranks Tacoma third, saying the city is more appealing for those looking to work in Seattle, since the cost of living is roughly 20% cheaper. Round Rock, Texas takes the top spot, followed by...
Not so bad. This side was a lot better. But yeah, for the most part, it looks like everything came out pretty nice. And then just to give you an idea, let me turn this one off. If we go up here high enough, you can't really... It reflects too much. You can't really see. Wait till the clear coat goes on. This stuff will be crazy. It's got some cool colors to it for sure, though. It's gonna be right on. So I'm out here for a couple of days, let this thing do what it's got to do, and right on. Rock on. I'm out of here.